Young Dolph. Shooter admits to murder in court. Called Big Juke to confirm fatal hit. The trial of Young Dolph's alleged murderers is off to a bombshell start, as one of the accused shooters confessed on the stand and even implicated his co-defendant. While testifying Monday, Cornelius Smith admitted he was indeed the man seen firing the semi-automatic weapon in the November 2021 surveillance footage that captured the Memphis rap superstar's murder. According to Smith, he had no emotions at the time he took Dolph's life. He was simply attempting to line his pockets with cash, $100,000 to be exact, paid by Yo Gotti's now deceased brother Big Juke, who himself was murdered in January. Smith also testified that Justin Johnson was his accomplice in the murder and fingered him as the man firing the handgun. He also implicated the other suspect, Hernandez Govan, as his former drug dealer, and the person who informed them Juke had a $100,000 bounty on Dolph. Smith said he and Johnson only knew each other for a few months before the shooting, but the plan was for them to take $40,000 each and give Govan $10,000. His math isn't great, as that leaves a whole $10,000 unaccounted for. But Smith says he only managed to take home $800 when it's all said and done. Smith says they stalked Dolph ahead of his Thanksgiving drive, where they eventually trailed him to his favorite cookie shop and opened fire. He testified, "I wasn't feeling nothing at the time. I was just trying to get some money. I saw him standing by the window. I just got out of the car and started shooting." The hit wasn't completely smooth. Dolph's brother returned fire, shooting Smith in his shoulder, his arm, and his leg, leaving him bleeding before he patched himself up with a med kit at a nearby apartment. The beef between Dolph and Yo Gotti's camps was well known for years in hip-hop circles, and especially in Memphis. Way back in 2017, Dolph gave us his take on why there was so much tension with Gotti, Juke, and Black Youngsta, and in a word, he said it was all about money. After the hit was carried out, Smith says they FaceTimed Big Juke to relay the news, but says he ultimately remembered to have a conscience, hence his courtroom confession. The trial wasn't expected to last beyond this week, and Smith's testimony might explain why.
November 17th, 2021.
We knew that, they had hit on Dolph in the head or whatever, so.
Who had a hit on whose head?
Big Juke had a hit on Dolph's head or whatnot, so.
How do you know that Big Juke had a hit on Dolph's head?
Quit had told me about it, Quit, and, you know what I'm saying, being just.
How much money was it supposed to be?
$100,000 on Dolph's head.
And had you agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Had Justin agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Were y'all going to do it together?
Yeah, they been on it, but yeah.
Was there any arrangements as far as splitting money or anything?
Yeah, me and him supposed to be giving Quit $10,000 apiece.
All right, so you and him were going to give Govan $10,000 apiece?
Yeah.
And how much were you going to get?
I was getting 40.
Okay. Had you spoken with Justin about this?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay. This was not something that just happened this day, but something that was in the process for weeks?
Yeah,
How did y'all hook up this day, if you remember?
He had pulled up to get me. He came and got me or whatever.
Where did he get you from?
He got me from my father's house.
Where's your father's house?
Out of Lamont Sims.
Orange Mound area?
Yeah.
Had either you called him or he called you or anything like
He
this?
had called me the first time I missed the call. Then he called me back. I answered. He telling me basically they were pulling up because we already knew what was going on.
When you say you already knew what was going on, you already knew that this was about?
Yeah, because we knew they were doing a turkey drive, so we was actually on our way to Westwood.
Had you and Justin talked about this particular day before?
Like, not for specific day. Like, we just knew that it was turkey drive going every day that week.
Okay. You knew that the fair said you knew Dolph was involved in these turkey drives this week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we didn't know we were gonna catch him, but we knew his artist. Everybody had a hit on him. Everybody had a price on him.
From Joke?
Yeah,
I'm screen recording, but
and that was going to be all
I'm screen
business this week.
recording so I can put something in my video. Oh,
When
another
he
video.
arrived at the house, do you remember what he was driving?
White Mercedes Benz.
Okay, had you seen that car before?
Nah, I ain't never saw that car.
Did you get in the car with him?
Yeah, I got him.
Was there anybody else in the car?
Nah, it was just me and Jesse.
Were there any guns in the car?
Yeah, they was on the back seat in the bag.
Do you remember what kind of guns they were?
A Draco, handgun.
Okay. And Draco, Memphis, some type of bigger semi-automatic weapon, is that right?
Yeah.
And then a handgun? Do you remember what you were wearing